Hello, dear viewers, and welcome back to the channel where we delve into the fascinating world of royalty, tradition, and the subtle details that often tell a larger story. Today, we're turning our attention to a recent high-profile appearance by the Prince and Princess of Wales and their children at a quintessentially British event, the Wimbledon Championships. Specifically, we're going to discuss a small yet surprisingly significant detail concerning young Princess Charlotte that captured the keen eye of royal observers and sparked considerable discussion across various platforms. Before we plunge into this intriguing topic, if you enjoy these deep dives into royal life and history, please take a moment to show your support. Do remember to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our future updates on the goings-on within the royal households. Your support truly helps us continue bringing you these stories. Now, let's set the scene. The Wimbledon Championships, with their hallowed grass courts, strict dress codes, and rich history, stand as one of the pinnacles of the global sporting calendar. It's an event steeped in tradition, and one with a long-standing connection to the British royal family. For generations, members of the monarchy have attended matches, presented trophies, and perhaps most famously, occupied pride of place in the exclusive royal box on center court. This area is not merely a seating section. It is a symbol of prestige, a nod to the deep historical ties between the Crown and the All England Club. And so it was with great anticipation that royal enthusiasts and tennis fans alike watched as the Prince and Princess of Wales arrived for one of the most anticipated matches of the tournament, the men's singles final. This year, the final took place on Sunday, July 13th, a date that will now be etched in the memories of those who followed the event. Accompanying Prince William and Princess Kate were their two elder children, Prince George, now aged 11, and Princess Charlotte, who is 10 years old. Their presence in the royal box added an extra layer of public interest, offering a glimpse into the lives of the younger generation of royals as they experience such significant national events. The Wales family, known for their thoughtful sartorial choices, often coordinate their outfits for major public appearances, creating a visually harmonious and unified presentation. Their attendance at Wimbledon this year was no exception. The family opted for a striking palette centered around shades of blue, a color frequently associated with royalty, conveying a sense of calm, stability, and elegance. The Princess of Wales, Catherine, looked absolutely stunning, embodying grace and sophistication in a beautiful deep blue summer dress. Her choice was both appropriate for the occasion and perfectly suited to the potentially warm weather, showcasing her impeccable sense of style that has garnered admiration worldwide. Prince William and his eldest son, Prince George, mirrored each other in their attire, presenting a classic and distinguished look. Both father and son wore dapper blue suits paired with ties, a traditional choice for gentlemen attending such a prestigious event. This twinning moment between William and George highlighted the passing down of sartorial customs and presented a charming picture of familial connection. Princess Charlotte, for her part, also incorporated blue into her ensemble, though her main dress was of a lighter hue. She chose a lovely dress in a soft, perhaps cream or pale blue, shade that was age-appropriate and elegant. However, she thoughtfully tied her look into the family's overall theme by adding a dainty blue bow to her hair. This small accessory provided a sweet touch of coordination, demonstrating that even at her young age, she is learning the importance of presenting a cohesive family unit at public engagements. However, amidst the admiration for their coordinated blue looks and the excitement of the tennis match unfolding before them, it was a much smaller and arguably more unexpected detail concerning Princess Charlotte that truly captured the attention of keen-eyed royal watchers and quickly became a talking point. This detail wasn't about her dress or her bow, but rather something on her hands, during a particularly tense moment of the match, and tennis, as we know, is full of such moments. Princess Charlotte, reacting with the natural expressiveness of a child, brought her hands up to cover her mouth. It was a fleeting, instinctive gesture, a common reaction to suspense or surprise. Yet, in that brief instant as her hands were raised, the cameras captured something quite distinct: the color of her nail polish. Upon closer inspection, It became clear that the young princess was wearing a beautiful baby pink nail polish. The color was delicate and pretty, certainly a choice that many young girls might make. But in the context of royal appearances, particularly for female members of the family, this simple detail was noted as a departure from a long-standing, albeit informal, tradition. The tradition in question relates directly to the preferences of the late, much-loved monarch, Queen Elizabeth II. Her Majesty was famously known for her preference for neutral nail colors. For decades, it was widely reported that the Queen considered bright or dark nail polish to be distracting and therefore unsuitable for official royal engagements. Her personal choice, which became something of a signature, was the incredibly pale, almost sheer pink shade known as ballet slippers by the brand Essie. It was said that this was the only shade Her Majesty would wear, a preference so consistent that it became an unofficial standard for royal women. This preference of the late Queen wasn't enforced by a rigid written rule. As royal author Omid Scobie previously clarified in an interview with Harper's Bazaar, there's no actual protocol about dark nail polish. He explained that the choice of nail color, much like many other aspects of royal presentation, is simply about being appropriate. The emphasis has traditionally been on maintaining a discreet, polished, and professional appearance, particularly for senior working royals. Nude or very pale tones are considered the practical choice in this context, as they are understated, don't draw undue attention, and are less likely to chip noticeably during public duties. The idea of careful consideration regarding color choices within the royal family has even been acknowledged by those who have married into it. The Duchess of Sussex, Meghan Markle, spoke about this in the 2022 Netflix documentary Harry and Meghan. Discussing her early days attending events as Prince Harry's partner and later as his wife, she remarked on her own sartorial choices, saying, "I rarely wore color." She explained her reasoning at the time was strategic. "I could just blend in. I'm not trying to stand out here." This sentiment underscores the general approach, particularly for those new to the royal fold or representing the family in a senior capacity. That personal style often takes a back seat to the need to present a consistent, non-distracting image, allowing the focus to remain on the event or cause being supported. Given this backdrop of tradition, preference, and the emphasis on appropriateness and blending in, Princess Charlotte's pretty baby pink nail polish, while seemingly innocuous for a 10-year-old, naturally stood out to those familiar with the subtle nuances of royal appearances. It represented a visible difference from the standards set by her late great-grandmother, Queen Elizabeth II, and the understated approach often favored by senior royal women. Now, it is crucial to remember that Princess Charlotte is, first and foremost, a child. The expectations placed upon young members of the royal family, while gradually increasing as they get older and attend more public events, are vastly different from those placed upon full-time working royals like her parents. A 10-year-old girl experimenting with a touch of nail polish is entirely normal and expected. Perhaps it was a treat for the special occasion of attending Wimbledon, or simply something she enjoys. It's a personal choice and one that, for a child, falls well outside the realm of needing to adhere to the same level of strict appropriateness expected of her mother or other senior female relatives. However, the observation of this detail does open up a gentle conversation about the evolution of royal traditions and personal expression within the younger generation of the family. While Queen Elizabeth's preferences were deeply respected and influenced the choices of those around her for decades, it is natural that styles and personal tastes will evolve over time. Princess Charlotte, along with her brothers, represents the future of the monarchy. Their public appearances, even in small details like this, offer glimpses into how they might navigate their roles in a changing world, potentially balancing tradition with personal touches. The moment itself, when Charlotte's hands were momentarily visible, added a touch of relatable humanity to the formal setting of the royal box. Seeing her react genuinely to the tension of the match reminded everyone that despite their unique position, they are also a family experiencing a sporting event together. Prince George was seen engrossed in the play, reacting with youthful enthusiasm, while Prince William and Princess Kate shared moments of discussion and shared attention towards their children and the game. The overall picture was one of a family enjoying a significant national event, with the children being introduced to the traditions associated with it. The focus on Charlotte's nail polish, while perhaps seemingly trivial to some, highlights the intense scrutiny that members of the royal family face, even the youngest ones. Every detail of their appearance and behavior at public events is observed, analyzed, and often discussed at length. This level of attention comes with their unique status and the public fascination with their lives. In the end, Princess Charlotte's choice of baby pink nail polish for her Wimbledon appearance is a small detail, but one that serves as a gentle reminder of several things. The enduring legacy of Queen Elizabeth II's personal style and preferences, the subtle codes of presentation within the royal family, the difference in expectations between working royals and the younger generation, and the simple fact that Princess Charlotte is a 10-year-old girl who, like many children her age, likely enjoys adding a bit of color to her day. It wasn't a scandalous act, nor a major breach of protocol, because as we've learned, there isn't a strict protocol on this matter for a child. It was simply a personal choice that, by its very nature, differed from a long-observed informal standard, and thus caught the attention of those who follow the intricacies of royal life. It sparked discussion not because it was wrong, but because it was different, prompting reflections on tradition, appropriateness, and individual expression within a very public and historically bound family structure. This event certainly gives us much to reflect upon regarding how the younger royals are finding their place and expressing themselves within the established framework of the monarchy. It's a delicate balance between upholding tradition and embracing the modern world. What are your thoughts on this detail? Do you think it's significant, or simply a non-story about a child's personal preference? How do you see the younger generation of royals potentially navigating these subtle expectations in the future? Please share your opinions in the comments section below. We love hearing from you and discussing these fascinating aspects of royal life together. Don't forget to like this video if you found it interesting, subscribe to the channel for more royal insights and updates, and join us for our next exploration into the world of the monarchy. Thank you for watching.